And we got a game, so hopefully PC will be joining us at one point, otherwise it's welcome to Season 4. It's the final between cjblackburn's Brettonians and Largo Feldlauf's Human. Well, Season 4 in TackleZone Star Division. And for some reason it looks like my internet is absolutely crappy tonight, so not sure what to do about that. So like half the speed of normal, so I don't know how the stream looks like, but oh dear. Right, here we go, it's a high kick. Brett's got all the guards in the world, so Brett's got 4 guards, 1 dodge, 2 dodge, no, 1 dodge, 1 tackle, 1 leader. And the humans got guard, and 1 mighty blow. I'm sure we'll not see the Bretts do much to begin with. Consolidate in the middle. Bretts are pretty deep, they got 14 players. But the humans, this is pretty shit. If they're still there, Wolf, how is the stream? Because it looks pretty bad from the stats. Bloody internet. Going for one of the guard pieces, not really a big surprise. Or if anybody's there, how is it alright? Because my network seems to be all over the place right now. Jumping up and down in speed.
Follow me, everything is alright.
Cheers for the fellow. Cheers so much. doesn't make any difference. This is crazy. Oh well. Humans are reorganizing around front. Comes in with the mighty blow on the AV7, though it's been left out. And nothing. But it's alright, like there's no way the Brets are pushing down already. I imagine we, blitzer in, block in, just get humans. No rose. How is the stream looking? Okay, it seems alright. I can just see my ball band is jumping up and down. But if it looks alright on your side, it's always fine. But PC cannot, is fashionable late as always, it's what it is. Yeah, it jumps all up and down. It's fucking weird. There's not much I can do about my internet being sucky. I really couldn't stream with this regular with this connection. Well, in Gareth. And welcome to the final, not the semi-finals. Yeah. Yeah, it's, I don't know, bloody internet. If PC has been here, I would ask if he could stream it instead, but he's not here. Yeah, no worries. I just wish my internet was not being terrible tonight. I do wonder why it's so bad. Sorry guys, I was just trying to figure out if anything was going on, but it must just be our internet provider being shit tonight. So one part of the story was that the races was most person placed with a random race. So we were spinning races for people, so but see the plays Brettonians occasionally. Brettonians, what you did, so you got cheap guard axes on the blockers. You got fouling pieces, cheap fouling pieces in the linemen in the, and the knights are sneaky fast with 87 on catch. So they're actually sneaky good for actually moving the ball. It's a better team that you will think from just looking at it. I quite enjoy playing Bretts. I've been playing Bretts in CCL this season. Hey, FT. Not much. It's first half. 3 turns, 1 KO. No, it's not crashing. My internet is just terrible for some reason. Yeah, most people play random, and the same for next season, mostly random. But I don't mind playing Brats. Like I got a pretty decent team in CCL. They're solid, but also so they're soluble, but with like it's not easy mode solid. But you can rarely have 4 on 4. So like quite often you'll need to go and compromise somewhere. But getting one human guard out is really bad. Yeah, and the catch is making them sneaky and movable. Brett's are good. You just need to stop complaining. Get on with it. It's but the knights with the movement 7 cats. And like Dauntless in some matchup is pretty decent. It's definitely an interesting team with a room. So he's getting a little bit here because it's been tempting to dodge some of those out because now they're just getting hit. And with that peasant being there, well, imagine he's blitzing Hartmut. Hofmeister. Let's change the title since PC managed to not be here. No, he's not. He's interesting. So he's just tying up that guard piece, putting more guard around. It's a lot of basing going on from CJ at the moment. In this guard hell of a match. Are you done putting tackle in on the... You must be putting tackle up on the catcher now. You must surely put... This is a bit offensive. But... Surely? Nope, you're just leaving the guard. Yeah, it's PC. Why are we putting a blank knight instead when we have a tackle knight? I don't understand CD. Yeah. Maybe we got Mark instead.
Yes, it's me. It is I, Roek.
Hey, Vrag.
Hey, dude, how are you?
I'm not too bad. A bit of a cold. Being in an air-conditioned office has not been. Has been an interesting
Oh,
shock.
not been kind. Not been kind.
No, but
My
it's
wife's not very well at the minute either. Let me see if I can find you.
Hey, Barney. Coming to support his local teammate from the water bowl.
I think I played Barney.
Barney the Lurker.
Did I play Barney at... Oh.
UKTC maybe?
He played High Elves, and I think it was at the Two Drunk Flings
Maybe.
tag team. Possibly. I don't know.
He does play a lot of Blood Bowl. That Barney.
I can't find you, Kay. Hang on.
What are you looking?
I'm looking for Kay.
Are you looking in the
Well,
client?
Yeah.
You need to look for CJ here, Largo.
Oh, hang on. You're not playing?
No, it's the fucking final. I'm doing a good job of getting out before we get to the funny part. This time, at least I could spin out of my tier 1 race into
Oh yeah, well there we go.
into Kislev.
Well, interestingly, it was Largo that I had a bit of an issue with. It got me on a bit of a. Well, we're going to talk about it in the next podcast, actually. But in terms of whining about dice when it doesn't go your way, but then not admitting you were lucky.
Isn't that just called standard Blood Bowl?
Well, it is and it isn't. I honestly believe that if you're going to whine about dice, fair play. You know, everyone grumbles about dice, but then also you've got to acknowledge when you are lucky as well, surely. Because otherwise you just come over like a whining prick.
I've got plenty of those online. It's basically online.
Well, yeah. But in a league like this one, I expected more.
Yeah, but that's still 64.
Well, yeah, that's true. But I'm not one to shy away from saying things, so I kind of told him. It didn't go down too well, unfortunately.
Well, it is what it is.
It is what it is, right? But, you know.
This matchup is a bit of a nightmare with 1, 2. There's guards everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. I might have a favourite here.
Yeah, like CJ is from Water Bowl as well, like me and Barney.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely somebody from Water Bowl I played, because I teamed up. You'll know the guy. What was his name? So I just turned up as a bit of a nomad. To be fair, we knew we were going to be paired up, but it was... Oh, what's his name? It's the guy with the dreadlocks. Lovely bloke.
Vagabond, Phil.
Yes! Phil.
And if you've been teaming up with him, you definitely made some Water Bowl people. He always played like...
definitely.
If he's in the car, which, like, if we go 6
Well,
if it goes 6 to like a
came en
tournament, he will have played half the guys you're going with always. You always end up playing everybody else.
Yeah, they came en masse, which was great. But I teamed up with him, and we went for a really fruity build, if I remember. I take no, I can't remember what I took. I can't even remember what I took now. Probably lizards. And he took... I can't remember what he took. We came second, though, right? So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
We came second. NAF registered and all of that. But yes, we've got to record the next podcast, but we've got quite a lot to discuss. We've got the new errata, we've got whining about dice, and then raging. I had a bit of a rage earlier on, I hasten to add. I deleted my Nurgle team that was doing all right because there wasn't any left.
Yeah.
Played a Necro team and they trimmed just over 600 600,000. You know what I mean? 600 TV off.
Yeah.
It was injury dice of hell. Right. Anyway, back to this game, the final.
The guard heavy final with Brets with 4 guards into humans with 5, I think. I've lost
Yeah,
count.
there's a lot of
1,
guards.
2, 3, 4. Yeah, 5. That's 1 KO'd. So we've got like 9 guards and 1 mighty blow. It's oh, that was not what he wanted. Ooh, he wanted that. He wanted to change with that guard piece free. I'm sure.
Yeah, of course.
Because he
No,
needs to roll some more dice. Otherwise, this is it's open
Otherwise,
like
it's open. Yeah, it's open, isn't it?
yeah. I wonder why he should maybe have just done the sideline case or been standing
I think
between
I'd have
them.
gone sideline.
You could, I was about to say, you could stand between them, but with all the guard, that's essentially not really doing much either.
It probably would have been safer sideline, though, right?
Yeah, where's the catcher? Catcher is stunned, so yeah, sideline is
He's
probably
got to
been
re-roll
fine.
that, surely.
Otherwise, he's
Gotta
literally
re-roll that.
just getting guard free. But there's no tackle though on the humans, and there's no good. The thing with it, again, if it fails, there's no good direction for the humans, and there's no tackle.
There's nobody that can really pick it up, surely, in that. Well, it depends where it scatters.
That's a catcher more, though. But not the guard catcher. But if I think first step is anyway just blocking that guard piece free. And go in and give the assist needed. Oh, maybe you actually need to blitz with that one, because that's the only strength 3 piece you have free.
4. Hellboy here.
Hey, Hellboy.
Hey.
Yeah. I'm just dropping in just to let you know that you're about on the stream. I've just checked it live, and I'm watching the gaming client, and I jumped in here to hear your comms. You're 2 turns behind on the stream.
But this.
So on my screen right now with the game, we're on turn 5 for the humans.
Yeah.
On the screen that's on the stream, I'm on turn 4 for the humans.
Yeah.
So so that's quite a lag going on.
Yeah, but I'm not sure I can.
What's your delay set to?
My delay is it's my internet is jumping all over the place tonight. I have no clue what it is.
I just wanted to flag it because chat won't be able to jump in so frequently, probably.
No, but there's not that many there anyway. And if all sound is about right, then you should be fine.
Yeah. Oh no, I can hear perfectly and stuff. I just thought I'd jump in and let you know. Just in case
I don't know. It's jumping all over the place, my internet. Like
so we did have a blitz on the ball carrier, but it was double both down.
Yeah, like again, it was not. It needed the 6, and even with the 6, it probably just being a 3+ pickup again.
Yeah, absolutely. But this leaves the Bretts in a slightly better place.
Yeah.
With a few players around.
It's not ideal. And
it's not ideal. So do you
like
score or do you not score?
It's like my internet. It's not ideal.
Well, there is that.
And yeah, like I said, if PT has been here from the start, I might have asked him to just stream it, because this is pretty annoying.
Sorry, we were watching a little bit of Ocean's 11. My daughter wanted to watch it.
Yeah.
Nice choice. How are you? How are you, PC?
I'm very good. It was her last day at school today, though, so focus on her.
Yeah. No worries.
She wanted to have a takeaway and watch a film, so we did that.
Yeah, for some bizarre reason, my internet is all over the place tonight.
Oh, I'm sorry about that. Well, look, if I need to take over last second, do let me know. But at the moment, yours seems sort of all right.
It's just so far behind by now. And it's not great. But
That shouldn't really matter too much, I don't think.
yeah, it's the only thing is if anybody tried to interact from chat side, it would be like 2 minutes after us.
Yeah, I see.
So it'd be a bit weird to do comment on stuff that happened a long time ago. But there's not that many people here, so we're probably fine. And it's also annoying clipping in the middle of a game. Let's see how it goes. But
What's he gonna do?
I wonder if CJ is thinking about just scoring.
Yeah, I wonder if he's trying to get. I don't know whether he's. Oh, okay.
But I don't think it's. No, I think he should be able to. Yeah, that didn't help though.
Dodge. 3+ dodge, isn't it?
Yeah, if you wanted to score, you just hand it off instead. So now you're not scoring. If you wanted to score,
there. That was a useful stun.
yeah. If you wanted to score, you just hand it off instead, because the failure state on handing off is much better than dodging.
Yeah.
So now it's yeah, he's not. Now he just needs to try to figure out. Oh, that's
a good KO. Big
that's
KO
a
there.
huge KO. Because I was about to say he needs to control the guard now. No. I don't like It's so hard with 83 and Frenzy and controlling the game. I don't hate the tackle. I probably prefer just having a dodge piece more myself. Oh, he's getting to those guard pieces
as well.
Oh, Apple straight in, understandable, because you cannot have fought this. I might even, if it's me, I probably ended up using the Apple and the Mighty Blow just to make sure I had it.
I mean, they look very in control of this drive at the moment.
Besides,
yeah, I mean,
just
before you came in, PC, they had a bit of a not a slip up, but they did leave the ball carrier open to a 2-dice blitz because of a.
He was hoping
was
for
it? Was it both down? Wasn't it?
Yeah, he was hoping for a chain push, and chain push didn't work, and then he failed the 3+ dodge that needed to work instead. But
it didn't.
Yeah, on the other hand, there was only the only thing Largo could do was putting assist in and blitzing with somebody that needing a bow, and nobody really to retrieve or anything, because he needed to use everybody to get there.
Well, not real maths. You know, getting a power on 2 dice is about, if it's a blodge piece, it's about 1 in 3, isn't it? It's not that likely.
No, and then there was nothing, and it would probably just been a 3+ pick off if it worked. So it's not the worst. Oh, that was a bad starting with a 1-2 on the dodge with a. So now that touchdown looks a pretty secure stall for turn 8 now. But not in the stall. Ooh, but not in the stall square.
Yeah, that's it's just slightly riskier than it needs to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it depends.
I mean, I think it's going to be fine. He's got enough pieces to get down there with plenty of cover.
Yeah, and he can put like screens so that it gives extra dodges.
So would you put in one into the inside of the pitch rather than
on the top
one
of the
in both directions?
Yeah, on top of the nav logo. But the thing is, now it's because he has so many players down here. So it's 2 dodges to get into it, which is probably fine against the 83 team. And it then unblocks.
3 down and 3 in is the official stall square markets, where you know, if you get knocked over, the ball doesn't instantly have a chance of bouncing out.
Yeah, I see.
Direction.
Yeah.
But because it's against 83, and you can do like by this, give him extra dodges.
Yeah, this is fine. There's
not a massive chance, is there? Here?
And then it's blodge when it gets there. It's a little less exact.
And he's stunning the humans left and right. And that peasant has been doing golden work. Gamma, standing with the ogre for the whole half, almost.
It's a very odd situation, isn't it? I mean, almost like they're completely different races or something. But I mean, I think humans are very good against all sorts of rule packs, whereas Brettonians aren't. But Brettonians are quite good against humans. It's one of the races they do seem to have a reasonable shot against. I mean, there's others, and they're a very diverse bunch for Brettonians. I mean, I think they're quite good against Khemri. I think they're reasonable against humans and orcs.
Yeah, with the pheasants, the peasants would defend breakable, but you got a bench and they can really slow down a Bash team.
Yeah, they absolutely can. Whilst the knights have, or blitzers, have enough speed to to cause problems to any team.
Yeah, and sneaky, flexible with catch and downbus to get around situations.
They really are, and the yeomen, the blockers, are
Annoying.
really solid piece. They can do all sorts of fun little things. It's always been an interesting roster.
Yeah, I mean, still haven't played a game with Brettonian.
Really?
Yeah. I am thinking of maybe making a team for CCL. Because I've given up on my Nurgle after they got completely and utterly destroyed.
Some bigger Nurgle or some Chaos Claws?
No, literally, it's some same TV Necro, and I've never seen AV and injury dice like it.
Well, the last few days I have.
It was just.
And lost an entire dwarf team down to 7, and then the losses started piling up.
Yeah, well, that's it, and I just thought, it was just ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
So that ends at a both down, and the touchdown is assured.
It's walking. I did have a nice stream earlier though, so I did have 11 people watching me, which is the most I've had so far, which was exciting.
That's nice. Some nice little compact streams lately. It's not all about the size of the stream. It's the quality of the people in it.
Yeah, I always have Corn Knight hanging around, which is lovely.
What times are you streaming?
Mostly when I get a second in the day, so like early afternoon.
Are you first arrived to Elbo's camo now? Oh dear. Yeah, that's not going.
Stream really is a long way behind.
Yeah, and there's nothing
Jesus
to do
Christ,
about
that's a long time, isn't it?
it.
I'm just listening to you guys because I got comms access, so I can sit and watch it on BB2 client and listen to you guys just talk about it. It's my own private party. Yeah.
We love a private party.
Yeah.
Oh, and also
Throek, charge people quite a lot of money for that.
Yeah, also Throek, a big fan of the podcast. Started listening,
thanks,
and so I haven't had a chance to say good work, but good work.
Cheers.
Keep it up.
Appreciate
Enjoy it.
Yeah, we need to do a new one actually. I'm just waiting for we've got a guest coming on, and we're just waiting for him to get back to us in terms of his availability this weekend.
Lovely.
Oh yeah,
lovely.
I haven't said, have I either?
You have. You've said it should work for me.
All right. Yeah, it should work for me.
That's the sort of thing you say, PC is. Yes.
That is the sort of thing I say.
Exactly. Yes.
Sort of positive, but not entirely committal.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. If I'm around, I'll do that. Yes.
Yeah, giving myself wiggle room just in case.
Yeah.
Oh, so the only couple
anyway,
of back.
carry on. I'm just going to dip back into the distance.
Yeah, but play some Brads. I quite enjoyed my Brads run.
Well, I've just made a Goblin team because I feel like I just need a bit of fun.
Yeah, I always think that, and then I end up caring about them. So is this core approved, the setup and the response to it? What is going on with this line of scrimmage?
Yeah, the problem is it's still in my world. If you're using that, you can actually use multinuminia. You can actually block all the way across. It doesn't. Or you can just do the whole method. But the problem with setting up like CDS here is you get across on the top of
Yeah.
Which that's why I don't like the straddling
Surely-
player if we don't have sidestep or stand firm on.
Surely Fenn's got to have some kind of bearing on this.
Nope.
Oh, really?
He doesn't need. He got 11 players, so he doesn't really care what he leaves behind. It makes it a bit awkward. He cannot follow, but he doesn't need to follow because he just needs to block forward. The
Yeah,
spaces
the guy's
behind
always
is,
moving forwards.
yeah, the spaces behind is not really an issue. It's a lot.
See,
You're not trying
this
to
is why
turn a
I'm
corner.
useful in chat, because I ask the questions that everyone else is thinking.
Well, I mean, we could just get someone off the street that doesn't understand Blood Bowl 2 and get them to ask some questions. Let's not overrate it.
Cheeky.
Um,
So
This
cheeky.
the problem is.
That's fine.
Gone.
No,
No.
not fine.
That's
That's
the
less
problem.
than
That's
fine.
always the problem. Is rolling those fives.
Un-Gucci. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so odd that one time you really want the opposite of what you tend to want the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Please pound my player. Please pound my player.
But yeah.
Well, he gets some reward in the casualty, so there is that. Only 3 peasants on the bench for the Brettonians, so a clear worry there.
And he's still got a guard out, so he definitely need that guard back in. So he's right.
Presumably there's overtime.
There is. Otherwise, this is going to be a weird final.
How exciting.
Found out today that one of the parents, the dad of one of my pupils, plays football.
Ah,
So that's a
One of
conversation.
one of my brother's golf buddies. Turns out he paints Blood Bowl miniatures. I haven't quite ascertained if he actually plays, but he paints. He's a hobbyist.
Yeah, I was about to say I have one of my new colleagues is painting Warhammer and 40k, but doesn't play.
Yeah, there's a lot of those hobbyists about, isn't there? Funny, crazy people.
Yeah.
So I've no idea how to help the people in your stream. I don't know what they're watching. Well, I'm watching a game that's just going into the second half. So should I not mention it for spoilers?
It's
No, because it
fine.
won't come out until
It comes at the same
the
time.
stream comes out, will it?
I see.
It's
So here
probably
we are.
for-
We are in
Yeah.
turn 8.
Yeah,
In
it's
fact, no,
just
we're now in turn 9.
9. It's just chat.
So
if they
1-0 at
try,
the half.
if they try to write something about the game, it'll be like 4 minutes behind.
Yeah. Right.
If someone goes, oh, that was a lovely, oh, he could have chain pushed that there and got that, you won't have a clue what he's talking about because it's been and gone.
But it's only FT and Wolfbag anyway, so we don't know. We don't.
Yeah, and no one cares about that.
Stuff them.
But interestingly, things I type in it seem to appear
Yeah,
to me instantly,
Yeah,
but they won't appear to you until later, will they?
Or have you just
Yeah,
typed
they-
the year
they-
you turn 50?
no. That's the problem. Is chat. You respond to chat in chat time because that's straight into the chat.
I'm confused, but then I'm easily confused.
So, like, if you look up, I was telling we were in turn 8 when they were back in turn 6.
Right.
So yeah, it's slightly confusing because you interact with the chat in chat time, but the stream, which is the audio feed and the voice feed, will be coming when it comes. I was about to say. Welcome to Twitch.
Who's your broadband provider?
Talk.
Uh,
It's normally alright. I don't know what
yeah,
the hell
I was
is
going to
going.
move to talk.
It's been fine, you know. Hey Milo, you'll get this high in about 4 minutes, I'll imagine.
Hello, Milo
minutes.
Mindbend. Yeah,
Good
I mean,
looking,
we don't know how
good
far
looking.
behind us you are, but we are in your future.
Yeah, hey.
Ooh. You suddenly got sexy loud.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Have I?
You were suddenly like, hey,
Oh, wait a second.
hey, now I'm in your ear.
No, I'm no closer to the mic or anything, unless it is me, yes.
Oh, so maybe Milo is not. Oh, shit, I'm right there. So maybe Milo is not he's joined. So maybe new people are not 5 minutes behind. This is getting even more weird.
But I was talking, so maybe
Ah,
just picked it up.
Maybe I was longer back. We don't know. It's all a mystery for us. But nonetheless, all the guard is back to the humans, and the humans is driving. And I will imagine the humans are driving just to get 1-1.
yeah, it's a full-on human push. But so
Yeah,
far
so
they've banged a couple of peasants over, but they haven't banged any out. Pick the ball up as the second last thing they do, and the final thing is ogre smash.
yeah.
But it doesn't. Well, that turn happened then.
Yeah, I mean, it was turn.
I was about to say.
You know, he took some blood bowl actions, and now the other person gets to. Yes, we are reading chat, Milo. We love you, really, and value you as a human and as a viewer.
Absolutely.
But KFoged's internet's crap.
And yes, it is me. And you are a towel. What gets wetter as it dries? I'm surprised that happened before these fender bans.
So yeah. I'm not particularly sure what. Okay, so he's caging in one of the humans. I wonder
Well, I
if
mean, that's fine for him, doesn't he? He doesn't need to do anything except, stop the humans scoring. So, just some nice cage work, make them stretch in one direction or another, and hope that eventually snaps and gives you a way in. Or if not, hope they just don't find a way through.
Oh, a little cheeky. Oh, two little cheeky.
Spicy little peasants.
I might leave the last one now. I don't think you
Let
need
me
the
tell you,
next.
as a dwarf coach, when you dodge a dwarf away on a 4+, people do assume there is witchcraft at work.
I think you leave the last. You leave the last one, don't you?
Just to
You don't
assert
really.
dominance, you just leave it right there. Yeah.
I noticed that early on when if I got into a position
No, I don't
where I
think
had to
so, Milo.
dodge a Nurgle warrior out, I'd be quite happy to.
The thing is, there's a nice little foul on the lineman,
Yeah,
but he didn't make.
yeah, he might have gone for that because he still have a bench of 2.
You know, 3 assists, not terrible, is it?
Yeah.
I know it's only a lineman, but still. 1, 2, 3, 4. Or you could have got the 2 assist foul in on 2 go for it's on the blitz.
There's a accordingly 15 viewers. That's 5 times as many as there is in the commentator booth. When you get to that comment booth back in 5 minutes from now.
I just want to be loved, Milo. I just want to be loved.
And
I don't care how long this takes to reach you, I will still want to be loved then.
And yes, FD and Maldo, we did talk about it. PC talked about it, / we talked about that Brett's actually is alright against humans. It's one of the better matchup. Because the humans has a problem getting anywhere versus the Bretts. And the Bretts are weaker but deeper.
Yes, the humans really need the ogre to start dominating in a way that it's, not really ever going to.
No, and it's hard because with the downless and stuff, you cannot just put it in anywhere. You need to be a bit careful as well.
No, you do. You need to try and take control of a couple of the blockers. But even then, their wrestle can still take it out of the picture fairly easily. They do have some good tools, Brettonians. They just don't ever build or play very well.
I am looking forward to Savage Orcs in the new rules. think they will be pretty fruity.
You think we're getting them, do you?
I do, yeah. I'm pretty sure we are getting them.
Yeah, I think we're going to get them.
And I can't remember why. I'm sure I hear some news about it. I don't know. No,
I don't know.
I know I've
Thing is,
heard of some fairly unofficial news about it, but I'm not sure it's been
Yeah.
officially released yet.
I've had half a bottle of wine, so I don't
Not
know
this
whether
last.
what
I
I'm
look
saying.
forward to play Black Ops,
Yeah, I'm looking forward to
Yeah, me too.
but I'm not sure I will go. But everybody does that, so I'm not sure. I might wait a bit because it seems like everybody wants to play Black Ops.
Certainly, I think they've caught the imagination more than noble humans have,
Yeah, I will.
which are a terrible nonsense of a race.
I'll give them a go.
Are we slightly over-focusing on this flank? We're leaving the other side very, very open.
There's a lot of numbers open there, isn't there? And he hasn't glitched.
Yeah, he hasn't. I think he blitzed, didn't he? Early on in the
There's a
turn.
blitzing with this tackle piece
Yeah,
on
he
the.
did, yeah.
on the
Okay,
cap.
that's fine. That's more or
No,
less
he
covered.
haven't.
There
You're
we go.
right. He's coming for the catch-up. Also set up the 3 dice.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, yeah. But he's just very heavy leaned the defence
Ooh,
over on
well.
his right hand flank.
That's all good for the Brettonians.
Yeah, I think the Brettonians are in a very good position here.
Yeah, well, enough. Even if he does go back to the left, depending on which way you're viewing the screen. But he's
I'm
still got.
sat behind the humans as a good streamer should be.
Well, see, I'm sat behind the Brettonian
Their
because that's what
drive.
came up first.
Ah,
Cool. That just makes me confused. I'll switch it now.
so up on the humans' left, there's a huge pack of Brettonians.
Yeah.
Including, I suppose only 2 knights, but there's 5 of the buggers there.
Yeah, I mean, there's. But
You
he's
can
spaced.
go through the peasant on the far right of the human assault, but it's
But you lose that movement with defend, which is really annoying.
yeah, you do.
Yeah, and also
It's not
they've
great.
got the movement to get back, haven't they?
They do.
Yeah,
But
It's
I
not-
mean, it's about stealing. You're not trying to steal the entire flank. You're just trying to steal a couple of squares, and then re-centralise the next turn. You're hoping they pull back enough that you can, push forwards a couple of squares into the middle. Good evening, Flicky. As and
Flicky.
when you hear this,
Yeah,
don't
hey,
feel
Flicky
ignored.
Flack.
The stream may or may not be on a major delay.
most likely it is.
How's your Friday? By the time you get this, it more than likely will be Saturday.
We might be talking about the impending next Friday. Okay.
So
Well, we have found a spot where the ogre can be of some use. It's on
It's
2
time
players,
up.
neither of which have Dauntless.
yeah, it's the first time, and he's pushing. He's grabbing
Yeah,
the
so
space.
he's going to reinforce and try and take advantage of it. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, otherwise he's just getting stalled up.
Yeah.
And it can also mean he can get.
And it is taking some of that space I talked about, but just in a slightly different way.
And
But this is a nice, very offensive move. I mean, there are some problems with it, of course, but it's. I think it needed to get done. The momentum of this game at the moment is not in the favour of the humans. It's the Brettonians that are making most of the big moves and getting the removals,
half turn.
just seemingly dictating the pace. So this is great. And now, having also controlled the pieces in the centre of the field, and base to the pieces on the human right of the field, I think this is a lovely position. The Brettonians are going to struggle to get back in their usual pace and numbers.
Yeah, but it can still. It depends a bit of how yellow the dice is from the Brettonians now, I think. 'Cause
Yeah,
they
I mean,
can-
I'd be blitzing off, to be
Ooh.
honest.
Oh,
That
and
was a little feisty.
was that a catcher?
Yeah,
Or was that a blitzer?
yeah. It was. No, it was a catcher, I think.
Catcher.
Those catches, that guard catcher just don't want to do shit.
So, Flicky
No.
Flack, are you a teacher?
He is.
He is. Secondary, primary?
Oh, I cannot remember that.
Oh. I'm
But
interested.
then you'll get the answer in 5 minutes' time.
Yeah.
We care about you, Wolfpack.
I officially don't.
Oh, fuck you off. I care about Wolfpack.
Also, teachers. I mean, teachers have only been back in school 30 minutes, haven't they? They had most of a year off.
Oh, you are treading on thin ice there. But I think you know you are.
Yeah.
Don't let my wife hear you say that. Who hasn't had a day off, apart from holiday, since it all began.
Nonsense. My kids didn't get to go into school. I had to school them. So teachers must have been sat on their asses doing nothing. That's
Were
only
you not
logic.
provided with anything? You just got told to do it yourself, what you did?
Yeah,
No,
I was
actually,
about to.
one of the two schools was very good and had lots of online classes and lots of support materials. The other one was my daughter, and she was more or less left to her own devices. But you know, she's 15.
Oh, the secondary school. The eldest is in secondary. That was alright.
Oh,
But the primary school didn't do shit.
Yeah, primary school for the ending of my son's primary didn't do jack shit. But the secondary he went to has been very, very good, very supportive. And no, I'm kidding. Teachers obviously work very hard. Those 5 days a week, just slightly over half of the year.
as I'll say to you, as I used to say to everybody when I was a teacher, you could have made the same choice to be one.
I have all the admiration for people wanting to be teachers.
Yeah, no, we do need
Well,
more people to take that choice.
It's a job that nearly killed me, so my hat's off
Yeah,
to
no,
everyone.
I have nothing but respect for teachers.
I do always. I make it every time. Robin says the girls are off for half term. My answer is always, already again. Half term seems to come sneaking so fast every time.
So I was just looking at this thinking, oh, there's a couple of sexy chain pushers on, and then I remember, oh no, they're peasants, so that doesn't work. you then have to fill the space up yourself afterwards.
But it's
However, no, that's changed it.
Down.
There's definitely room up this flank, and I think we go for it. I think the humans have.
I think that's.
They've paid the iron price a little bit. They've had a lot of people knocked over, but it gave them a really nice shape last turn and time to take advantage of it.
True, but there are only 9 human players on the pitch and only 7 standing.
Yeah, I had noticed that too.
I don't know what's up with my internet. It's jumping up and down.
But it might be trying to trust the ogre. I mean, you can hit the peasant that's on the ogre, and assuming you pow him, then the ogre goes storming up, knocks the next peasant over. No, we're blitzing off. I like this too. This gives us numbers.
This is going to be a sideline defence, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it probably is, yeah.
And I just wonder which comment PC made, which made Muppet Popman 10 minutes ago say, I love you, PC.
I think he just genuinely feels that and says it reasonably often. I'm not sure it's unusual or particularly marks this evening out. I think it's quite offensive that you should assume there's some special occasion that someone should say they love me. People do love me, cool.
I love you, PC.
See, Cole's going to look for some reason why you've said that now.
For very different reasons than what you think.
He's going to make it all about him.
Follow me, everything is alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I did type 2014. However, I did it at 2012 FT just to mess with your head. No, I typed it at 2014 so that when it came up, you would be able to see where it was.
I'm not Danish, it's a shitty Manchester connection.
2025.
Oh, I'm Danish, but I'm living in Manchester. It's a shitty UK connection.
I was going to
it's Brexit.
You can always go home. Brexit means Brexit. Cool. I get the hint, mate.
Yeah. We don't want you here anyway, innit? and all of that.
If we did, we'd give you good internet.
Blame Boris.
To be fair,
I'm not sure
I'm,
there's
I'm, I'm,
any point in blaming Boris. I mean, Boris did it, of course. He's guilty, of course. But he's been caught, and we all know he's a liar, and it doesn't seem to matter. So, yeah, blame Boris. He doesn't give a shit.
I was about to say, it's probably one of the few things I cannot blame him for.
No, I'm pretty sure we can blame him for everything. So the humans are in a complete mess, but as always, they've managed to get, a half chance out of it that the Brettonians are still going to be pushed to get much back in front of.
But do they... Of course they care, but again, there's another guard piece that left the pitch again. And he's down to 11. So he's winning the blocking, he's winning the casualty war heavily. And the KOs.
You know me, you know I care, Core. They've got my ball.
Yeah, and of course it'll be better just winning in regular time.
Yeah.
But as it goes now, I'm not even sure humans can wait to turn 16 by scoring. Because that's going to be pretty isolated by that sideline now. If he wanted to press in on those players. Not sure I like that blocking direction, but it doesn't matter since they're both down.
Yeah, I wasn't crazy on it.
And he's like a gentleman, left a 3+ dots to
He's
score.
left he's left a 3+ hole, which is just gaping, isn't it?
Yeah, but like if he's going to score, surely you want him to score on 13, not in 15 or 16. And if he takes that hole, he cannot need to score. Because he's not stalling behind.
Yeah, it's the sort of hole you can pop someone through and score, but you get 3 or 4 people through on a screen
because
through
there is no players. That's the
No,
problem.
as I said, there's no one to screen with it.
The humans need to either go for the score or go back, I think.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if they go back, this gets better. I think they go for the score here.
Or maybe they can stay one turn more, but is that going to be...
5, 6, 7. Things are only going to tighten up. There's only going to be more Brettonians brought back into this defence.
Yeah, I think now is the time. If you're going to score, score.
And you can even get it better than you can actually open the hole with the guard. You could blitz in on the leader and block the other one, and then you can just run it in and go for it. Because of that both down.
Yes, you can, but it would then be 2 go for it.
What?
1, 2, 3, 4,
you
5,
blitz
6,
you blitz
7,
with guard on the top, and then you block the leader afterwards.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But no, that's not what we're doing.
But you'd need a power on the second one, wouldn't you? But yeah.
Oh yeah. Otherwise,
yeah,
if you don't get the power, it's the 3+ like it was before. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a free chance to do it, and
but it doesn't look like we're going because we've blocked the square.
Oh, not both down is bad news.
He's thinking about re-rolling it.
But you surely cannot.
Okay, well no, we take it and now we do go.
But where are we going?
Because now we do the blitz and 2 go for it. Oh.
Yeah, so now you do.
Yeah, now it's a blitz needing a push and then a dodge and 2 go for it. But I don't see how you say
very difficult for himself now.
He really has. I mean, you can eye cage it, but they've got just as many guards that they can bring up.
Yeah, that's the problem, and there's so much contact. Gets the power? It didn't really need that.
Right, he is doing the 2 die. Whether he follows up or not, it's now a 3+ and 2 2s. He does, so he is going for it.
He needs to score.
Makes the 3+, 2 2s.
And like we said,
there's the first. Oh, there's the second. Oh my goodness. We've got 1-1. It's going to be a rip-roaring finale to the TSD season.
And the guard stays out. So it's 4 versus 4 guard. And it's 10 versus 11.
Big comms energy at that.
Is it too late to go back to Cambry?
I picked Cambry or humans if it's been me.
I got humans and thought, yeah, I'm coached that for ages. I'll give it a go. I don't like that.
I
I think
the
Henry
world.
built really nicely in this sort of rule set nowadays. They're getting just about enough that it usually makes them quite
Oh,
interesting.
are you in turn 12? You almost. That's not 10 minutes behind. That's
No,
only
we're
like
only
6
in.
minutes. That's only like
We're only
6
in the
minutes.
second back half of 13. You are catching us up.
That must be a mistake. Surely I can do something about that.
I didn't know that Wolfbark was still at school, but telling us that he wished his teachers did nothing. Now, either that means he is still at school and he's grumbling about his teachers and the work they
Oh,
give him,
he's grumbling about
or there's a
past.
darkest good story there about what happened to him during his school years, perhaps at the hands of some Jesuits or some other bleak religious cult.
Do you think it has anything to do with the name? Did they do something to him so he's ended up as Wolfpack?
Is Wolfpack a teacher as well?
I don't know.
I
He
don't
just
think
said,
so.
I wish my teachers did nothing, implying he was either a head teacher or someone that had been abused by teachers in his youth.
Man, the thing is, if head teachers did nothing, I would have been a very happy man.
I don't know, Milo, it's 1-1. Hope springs eternal, a nice kick-off event, which hasn't happened, or, a nice misfield, which won't happen.
And it's 10 and they're 10 versus 11. And that down a guard.
And
And
if
they
the
get
ogre stopped
they
being
get
quite
hit
so
first.
shit and started sort of doing something, that could happen. Plus, they've only got to delay the Brettonians. This is a 4-turn drive. It's not hard, but it's not the easiest.
Brett's a pretty capable. Like, if you can make the 3+ handoff when you need it, Brett's pretty capable of doing this.
Right, I just need some family time for 5 minutes. I will hopefully be back before the end.
The gate was. I'm pretty sure CJ know that was open for the touchdown. But also he was fine if he took the chance. It either failed or he got 4 turns to win it.
I mean, the ogre down for the next 2 turns is going to help, right?
Oh, that's bad, yeah. So, and he's already 1 player down on top.
Well, hang on. Stream is pretty much back up to scratch.
How the fuck has it done that? My internet is not
Not
dropping
quite, but it's close.
My internet is also stopped dropping completely. So it's about normal now, but it was down where it was dropped almost down to 0.
With the ogre and this lineman stunned, he can probably make a bit of an advance next turn.
Yeah, and he's blitzing. Oh, that's another stun. That's bad. So somehow it's caught up. If this is a stun as well, it will be devastating. It's not. But that's so it means he's literally 3 players down for the next turn.
Yeah, absolutely.
If I was a betting man, I would put money on a Brett's win right now.
Yep, I am.
Oh, that's a cheeky guard. I'm pretty sure he don't want to go left, but if Largo don't respect it, he got that one to work from. Yeah, that's a cheeky.
Would you class that as bait?
Yes, because there's no doubt it's easier going right where the knight is placed. But because that guard, he's still AG3, so you still need to respect it. So you need to blitz it. I think that's what's coming up, and if that's a both down, that's he doesn't.
Before we get to dodge. Okay.
But it's an important dodge out. Oh, if that does have failed. So you're saying you are Muppet at school, Muppet? Well, that's pretty decent. It was a really important 3+ secure that
Yeah.
middle.
It's being a teacher was funny. I mean, I class myself as a great teacher and not a very good head. Just because I missed being with the kids. I missed being in a classroom.
Yeah, so you missed nothing big. I've fucking no clue what's going on with this Twitch. So Brett's had a really good turn. Oh, FD is okay, so a little bit behind, but it's not much.
No,
But it was a really good turn from CDA.
It was really quick turns.
Yeah. This is really confusing. So he's actually keeping it to that side, to the right side. I guess that's
Oh, that's a biggie
another
as well.
one. Like he's taking one casualty himself, and he's been blitzing freely the Mighty Blow and peasants and stuff.
Now he knows how I felt when he played my Amazon with no tackle.
I did not tackle you.
It was just Kaz after Kaz after Kaz.
Deserved. From stealing my win.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, something. That's he's going aggressive.
Well, I think he's got to start moving, hasn't he?
Yeah, that's not much to lose by it. And if he's
I mean, the ogre's out of the game, tagged by that peasant.
I'm sure it feels like being a teacher at times. Oh, I think he needs to watch out he doesn't put all the... I think he needs to keep one of those knights bit as a threat to going back to the right if needed. So Largo cannot just commit everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So now he either need to respect the switch back to the other side. So he cannot just overcommit on the advanced. And he's so much players down. So he can, like if he just takes all those blocks, the Brett just moves past him.
Being a rebel mentor. Crikey. I hope Rebel's changed a bit, because the last time I played in Rebel it was a bit of a cesspit.
Yeah,
but maybe
like,
that was just the division I was in, probably.
Yeah, it's so big, so you could easily just have been unlucky. I think that I heard a lot of people having good experiences as well. My little connection error is my little stream thing is green for the first time.
Wolfbark, you're right, man. When I was a teacher, I you're accountable for so much, and as a head teacher, it was just ridiculous. It would, no word of a lie, every term the government would send you something and say, "Oh, by the way, this is your responsibility now." And it was just a mountain of stuff. It was ridiculous.
Let me be fair.
What?
Nobody could pay me enough to be a teacher.
Oh, it was. I just had enough. It wasn't what I got into the job for, so I just had enough and just left. Made me ill.
I guess he's relying on that, on another 3+ that needs to work.
Yeah, Muppet, you're absolutely right. It is just the hours I spent as a head teacher were ridiculous.
Oh no!
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 Oh!
I think even if he doesn't score, I think that's game.
That's game.
Like
Yeah,
even if he doesn't score.
We've got a hole in the middle now. Just needs to get this guard.
Yeah,
this
but
blitz
like look at what's out for the humans.
and then
as
cage
well.
up.
Even
He's
if
got
it goes
so
to,
many players.
even if it goes to overtime, that's
Yeah.
so massive. Like you
Numbers.
risk being 2 guard down and two players. Or is it 3 players? 1, 2.
Well, it's 3 injured and 1 KO, isn't it?
Yeah. Depending on that, it's
There we go. That's enough. We should be able to successfully cage the ball here. A bit further on, perhaps.
yeah, Mobbit. You clearly was a Mobbit. Even when you was too young to know it. That's yeah. And kids are terrible. And it's not because it's mainly because they don't know better, but kids are pretty bad.
Yeah, it's awful. It's, you know, it happens. But you know, my school was the one I was at last, the one that nearly killed me. It was in a really rough area, and I had to exclude 2 year 4 kids, so 9 and 10 years old, for setting fire to the playground equipment in the nursery.
Fucking hell. Yeah. And
And
it just
that's when it became more like a social worker's job than a head teacher.
yeah, and another thing as well is because the
Oh no,
what's that?
reroll equity just in case.
Yeah, I'm not sure you needed to take that block, to be honest.
No.
And it's just also with social media now, like kids can be awful to each other 24/7. Like at least even still when I was school, and even more when you were, at least when you went home, you could leave all the annoying fucking kids behind you. Besides,
Yeah,
if you were
I
living
did,
with them, of course, but most of them you couldn't get. Like now, people are there can be annoying all day long.
I did supply teacher for a bit, and I loved it because you just put in half the effort in a sense, and then just left at the end of the day. It was great. Like 3:45, you're out the door.
It's like my new job is in like an office environment. I had the experience. I was reading something, an article or something. I was reading up on something, and then I looked up from my screen and looked around, and like 80% was gone because it was quarter past. It was like 1 minute over ending time, and 80% was already out the door.
So I'm just catching up a little bit with chat while I've been away. I noticed that Wolfbark is a rebel mentor. Do you have to? Is there like a initiation ritual? Do you have to bear a trouser leg or?
And that's also a pretty bad moment.
It is bad.
So the Brettonians are stalled up, looking like this is a done deal.
Yeah, Largo.
I've come back to the exciting to do more.
Largo ended up needing a 3+ to make it a decent defense and failed it with a snake eye. Left a gaping hole.
Well, there's just not enough humans at the end of the day. Attrition has won out.
And that 1-1 was the guard Mighty Blow dying as well. So, like, even if the Brettonian somehow didn't score, it will still be pretty awful.
Yeah, that would be a terrible overtime.
Like, it's the attrition has definitely been on the Brett side. But there's still some dice to be rolled here to get out of this.
Yes, specifically 2-die needing a push right now.
Yeah, but it could still be double skulls.
It could be.
But it's not great since it's literally just that. It's just alignment.
It's just that.
Oh, you could even. Oh, can you do anything to make it even better?
Yeah, I mean anything but quad skulls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's. Yeah, no matter who you roll crotch calls with, it's bad. So, I think they're just extending GGs now. Yeah. Why are we
So let's invent the truth. Yeah, why not? Why not?
Why
Let's
not?
invent a truth that that Brettonians deemed not worthy enough by Games Workshop to be a Blood Bowl team, and just prove their worth by winning the TSD.
Yeah, absolutely.
We all know why they're not.
Why are we doing
I'm
this?
still a little confused as to why this isn't just being a win right now.
Yeah, why is any of this happening?
Yeah, we might. I guess you're trying to decide who you want to
Going
blitz with.
Why are we doing it this way? Okay, this is crazy.
It's the same,
I mean, it's the same, but
but now we can block more.
just gonna put that little extra hit in just because we want to.
No, we needed that down it right. One of them down so we could march it in.
I would
Yeah, no,
more
but
than
we
happy
put
to
in the
blitz with a ball
assist to put
carrier.
another block in, which I have a feeling we're going to throw too.
Then that's just for dominance. That no, we're just
There we
showing
go.
off.
There he goes.
There we go. Well done. Well done, CJ.
Yeah, congratulations, CJ, and congratulations to Largo. So Brett is winning, and I guess if Brett has not been designed by a very loud Danish guy, then they may have survived.
It's an interesting FD. It's interesting you say that actually, because my experience of Rebel was there was a guy that I was Underworld. And it was in clan actually, and I was beating him 2-0, and then he mysteriously disconnected, so we rearranged to play it. I was beating him again, rearranged to play it again, and lo and behold, the next time I couldn't play it, and he got the win because.
Wow.
And then later on, it turned out that he was one of the friends of one of the admins that was running the thing.
Mm.
So I stopped playing in Rebel because that's what I mean by it was all a bit underhand and.
Well, I have no comments to make about Rebel at all. I have nothing to say.
Yeah. Let's. It's make everything easier. Like Blood Bowl is a hard game, but when you're beating the other opponent at the same time.
Oh yeah, I get it. I'm just going on my experience.
Yeah, I was trying to talk about the game. Yeah, it's
yeah, CJ. I mean, really, the removals we felt were very key there.
Yeah,
well done,
definitely. It's definitely easier when you remove the other guy and he doesn't hurt even peasants.
Well, I've always said Plan A is have the better dice, and that seemed to work very effectively this evening.
Yeah, it's yeah. What was all that blocking? Why not just go?
Did you just fancy knocking some things over, CJ, just to assert a bit of dominance?
I mean, I can see why. There was nothing that was auto chat.
Chatting while we were doing some blocking.
So you thought I'll just throw a couple of casual blocks.
Oh, that's amazing. I understand if you didn't feel like it could go wrong.
And yet, statistically, importantly, it could.
But it didn't.
No, it didn't.
So it was all good and fun.
Right,
Actually, if it's gone wrong, it's also been fun.
I better go and do some family time stuff as well. Just for a few minutes. So I will see you again, my friend.
Yeah, take care. Thank you for dropping in.
No worries. PC, I'll be in touch about the podcast.
Yeah, I mean, if not tomorrow night, then whenever.
Yeah, whenever. It's half term, and I've got very little to do over the next week, actually. So.
Well, that can't be true of Malmir as a teacher. Obviously, he'll be very busy. Needing all of that time to get ready for the very hard work he'll be doing in the next half of term.
Brilliant.
After
which is 8 weeks long.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's up.
But
imagine having to work for 8 whole weeks.
But she did.
Take care, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. So you did 3 extra blocks to not block with dodge.
Yeah. Which, I mean, I guess it may be super safe, but it just felt like the ball carrier could just blitz, and in anything other than quad skulls, you won the game.
But best of 3. Oh my god. I'm not sure anybody wants that. FT.
The Blood Bowl needs to be decided by dice. That's the whole point of the game of Blood
It
Bowl.
is a dice game after all. We've
Yeah,
been
it's a
dicing
dice
7
game that
rounds.
we try hard to bring skill and judgment into affecting
How
the
was it
dice.
too?
But ultimately, it is still a dice game.
You blocked on the line of scrimmage, and then you blocked on the side. So yeah, maybe only 2 extra blocks to make the first one. You might be right. It might only been 2 blocks to make the third one with the player you
Yeah,
wanted.
the third one would have been the equivalent of the first one, the only one you actually needed to make. But it's fine. It was all fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It was but it just if you rolled a double skull on one of those, then you could have only needed 1 double skull later, so to speak. It's still enhancing your chances of actually failing overall. Doing
Yes,
3
it
blocks.
increases the slight odds of the quads from almost 0 to really
But it
almost
could
0.
also just be spread out quads by this.
Yes.
No, if you think about where you left your non-cage. Yeah, that had been the perfect one, but if it's been like its first block had been double skull and then the last block as well. Not quads, but spread out quads is almost even more annoying. Yeah, it was definitely an interesting cage. Leave it without half the cage.
Cages are very last year.
Actually, you could also just a sideline, and then you didn't even need that cage. But hey ho. Yeah, it was all good. See, and we got a new winner.
We do. Another one to add to the Roll of Fame, the Legion d'Honneur. The insuperable peak that is
And
the star of the TackleZone Star Divisions.
I'll imagine Largo wants to win by now.
Yeah, isn't that 2 finals? He's blown it now.
2 in a row.
You've got to say the man's a choker.